All right, this is I Root for Mike, and this is gonna be um, my first video of the series in Digital Root. Basically, we're not playing on the regular tabletop physical board game, but this will be. You can get this app on your phone, on the Switch, on the computer, on Steam, pretty much wherever. And it's Root the board game, just digital. So um, we'll see what happens in this match. I'll kind of explain my faction here in a moment once I get to choose it. We are playing an online match, so not sure who these guys are, but we have Butrov, AMK79, and then A2, A3, A2, A3. What a name. All right. But if you don't know anything about Root, there's separate factions that you can choose from, and they all have their certain ways of winning. So we're on a map, not like the normal map you'll usually see in Root. We're on a winner map, meaning all these clearings are random, I believe. So you can see how there's different suits on them. Fox, rabbit, mouse. The first person did end up choosing the underground duchy, and I'm not going to fully explain these other factions. I'll explain the one that I'm choosing just to give you a better um, outlook on what I'm doing. But we have the underground duchy, we have the lizard colts, and the goal is to gain 30 victory points. As you can see right here, they both currently have 0 because we're just starting the game. But um, the lizard cult, basically, they're going to be trying to build gardens and protect them, and they're kind of just a nuisance around the board. They can turn your warriors into lizard cult warriors, and they can demolish your buildings, turn them into gardens, and such stuff like that. So we have the lizard cult down here in this corner. We have the vagabond, which he's just chosen, which is kind of like um, a character who just does their own thing on the map, goes around in different clearings, does their thing. This particular vagabond, the protector, if you're attacking in a clearing where this vagabond is, his special ability is before rolling a battle, the defender, whoever is defending against the attacker, may enlist the arbiter if he's in the battle's clearing. And the arbiter, this vagabond, scores a point. Let's see what I can choose. So there's two factions I can choose here: the Eyrie Dynasties and then Marquise de Cat, which are the cats. As you can see, the moles are in this on the right side here. Lizard Colt's right here. And I think what I want to do is become slightly more aggressive on both of them. Meaning, I think I'll go ahead and choose Eyrie for this um, uh, for this game, and I can choose a leader. So what do I really want to do? Generally, you're gonna want to choose move and build, because this allows you to um, build, and the more roofs you build, as you can see here, right here, then the more cards you draw, and then also the more victory points you get every turn. So what I'm going to go ahead and choose, I'm not going to actually choose this. I'm going to go ahead and choose the commander, move in battle. And what I want to do, I'm going to go ahead and put some pressure on the moles here really quick. So I don't particularly need any bunny cards right now. So I discard down to 2, or discard 2 down to 3 cards in my hand. And what I'm going to do is put um, how I actually gain actions. I forgot to say this, but every single turn I'll put cards inside of each of these: recruit, move, and battle and build. And the more cards I put in them, the more cards I have to do every single round. So I'll put this bird card into builds, and then I'll show you right here, put this right here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put this mouse card into move as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and move, battle, and then probably build right here. And I'll craft, why not? Good luck, have fun. Let's move 5 of our guys over here. I'll protect this with 2. Go ahead and battle. And in battle, I actually do an extra hit because I'm using the commander as my chosen leader. So I'll go ahead and build a roost right here, and then continue. And that's my turn. So I'm particularly going ahead and doing something pretty pretty aggressive, as you could say. Next turn, I'll go ahead and add this mouse into my recruit decree, just so I can have some backup on this side. And funny enough, if I get a dominance card for mouse clearings, there's 3 mouse clearings right next to each other up here, which is crazy. You don't see that very often. And what a dominance card is actually, I do have it. What the heck? Speak of the devil. All right. I can't actually use this right now. I have to have at least 10 points, as you can see there. But basically, if I control these 3 clearings by the start of my next turn, then I win the game, and I don't even need to get 30 points. But I can't do that right now, so that is the thing, isn't it? Now, do I want to hold on to this or add it to my decree? Good question. I think I'm gonna add it to my decree. I don't think I can slow down very much my progression, but hopefully Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and move one. Actually, no. Okay, I need to move twice, so let's go ahead and move two of them over here. Move one back. Actually, let's go ahead and move one guy back. And then I'll move over here next turn. Let me battle. Cool. Alright. You know, we didn't get... I did want a mouse card or a bird card, but it's looking like we didn't end up getting that, so that's fine. But if we add these to our decree, it's going to be slightly more difficult for us, unfortunately. Most likely probably gonna take my bag that I've crafted. Help me out, brother. Aid me. That he crafted. Alright. And cool thing about this faction, if I'm tied in a clearing, there's something called rule. So since, alright, yes, he did give me this card, sweet. Thank you, Vagabond. Since the moles, for example, the duchy, they have 3 warriors in this clearing. Even if they had 1, they rule this clearing, as you can see by their flag right here. You can see the lizard cult ruling these clearings. But usually you'll have to have 1 more warrior in a clearing if you want to rule it over another person, another faction. But if I'm tied with that faction, I end up ruling it anyways so that I can actually build in it. So see, place a roost in a matching clearing, you rule without a roost. So I can only build 1 roost per clearing as well. So I can't build like another one right here since there's a slot. So the lizard cult is starting to slowly become menacing. They've got a few gardens here, as you can see on their track. Hmm. The moles have swayed a minister, the brigadier, meaning they have a few extra actions. And why the duchy is moving warriors into these clearings is because most likely he has a bunny card, a fox card, and a mouse card. And he is, okay, he's revealing these cards to sway ministers. As you can see, he just swayed this card. Alright, let's see, who do I want to add to my decree? I'll go ahead and add a bunny card to my battle because I'm gonna be moving down here and they're both bunny clearings as well as this one, as well as this. So let's go ahead and do that. You know, I'll just hope and pray this guy does not have um, an ambush on him. Of course he does. You know, if he actually doesn't use this, and then he uses it on my next attack, if it's a bird ambush, oh no. So he actually has he used the Arbiter actually. Funny enough. You know, I'll give you a point, buddy. No problem. Hopefully he doesn't have an ambush here though. That'd be terrible. All right. So I now have 3 fox cards, which isn't particularly um I would say ideal because I don't currently own any fox clearings at all. Now if I had, I can definitely take over this clearing up here and maybe this one as well. But The problem with the lizard cult is because of these acolytes, they could easily screw up my decree and mess with what I have back here. But they don't currently have too many acolytes, which is nice. Lizard cult's focusing up on scoring some points. Nice. Build another garden here. Put one in here. It's okay. Let's see what the moles do. Sorry about that. I'm back now. I had a slight technical difficulty. Headphones died. Basically what happened with the moles, let's see who they swayed. They swayed the mayor. Got 2 extra points for that, and to do that they moved one guy up here along with tunneling over here with a card. So I think I'm gonna hold off on adding these cards to my decree right now. I can add one to the move because I'll be moving through fox clearings quite a bit. But other than that, I think I'm good. Let's go ahead and craft that. Get an extra point, why not? So we can craft 2 warriors. What I think my plan is, I have to move 3 times. So 1, 2. I'm gonna attack the duchy here. And then I guess I can move once down here as well. But we'll see. I can actually Let's move 2. Let's move once down here. Let's move one time down here as well. And then let's go ahead and attack the duchy first. They did have an ambush, but now I take out this tunnel as well because of my commander. So let's go ahead and take out. I don't want to attack the duchy because they could have a wild ambush. I'm gonna attack the lizard cult. Nice. And then I'll go ahead and build up here. I think the vagabond is taking its time on what he wants to do because I have a lot of points right now. I have 14 points compared to, you know, the lizard cult and the duchies 6 and 7. So something's gonna have to happen for them to slow me down here. And the problem is I don't have very many warriors right now. They're all spread out to all my roosts because I haven't had the chance to get 2 mouse cards like I do now to put in my recruit decree. But now that I have 2 that I can throw just straight in there, I'll be getting 4 warriors a turn to attack with instead of 2. But we'll see what ends up happening. I assume the duchy with 6 warriors is going to go ahead and, you know, take out one of these roosts in my back line. But I don't think they can put me in turmoil. I mean, let's see what they have. If they go ahead and come back here and take out all 3 of my roosts, it's possible that the moles can do that. But again, I'm not sure. And I don't think the Lizard Cult can do much anyways, because they only have 2 Acolytes. And these Acolytes, actually, if you didn't know, they allow them to actually battle, um, as you can see here, battle, remove an enemy warrior, remove an enemy building, and so on. So the Vagabond is just going to continue. Gave me a card. Not like I can really use it very much, but alright. And the Vagabond has a lot of swords that he can use to attack people with, I will say. So we'll see what he ends up doing. A lot of attack potential here. I assume since he's gonna save his acolytes for next turn. Looks like. I mean, I guess well played. The Lizard Cult's kind of making the moles. I thought they were gonna end up trying to do something, but they're gonna make the moles slow me down quite a bit. I think the moles are kind of angry at me anyways, since I have been attacking them. This is gonna be one interesting turn. Let's see what they end up doing. It's like a 90% chance they're gonna attack me up on the top here. Yep. And they come up here. They're gonna move. I think they are gonna try and take out, or maybe not. I'm gonna battle these 2 guys. These 2 roosts. Better hope it's not a 0-0. As I say that, it's a 0-0. That sucks for him. Alright, that's better. So he's swayed another lord somehow. Somehow he has this many cards. Add 2 cards to my retinue. And there's no point of me crafting this because when crafting items, you only score 1 victory point. So I guess let me see if I actually get that victory point here. Let's see. I do. Okay. It was worth it. I was wrong. So what do I really want to do here? I need to attack or move. In a fox clearing, I can move here. Mouse clearing. I guess I can move down 1 here to builds without attacking him. And then moving over here, moving down to reinforce this. And then I can battle here and here. That's not a bad idea. I think I'm gonna fully move over here and then move 1 guy down there. And I'm gonna go ahead and if he has an ambush, that's not gonna be too good. And he does have an ambush, which is fine, I guess, but you know, not ideal. And he doesn't actually use it, and that's a terrible decision for him. See if he uses it here. He probably will. Or not. Now we're at 20 points. The Lizard Colt is gonna be getting a lot of points every turn. I don't think the Moles is too happy about what I did. The Vagabond's gonna attack my roost here. Most likely. Or not. Yeah, he's not too happy with me, which I understand. My bad, bro. I don't think the vagabond is interested in holding me back. And he's attacking the lizard gold. Interesting, okay. The lizard colt ambushes him. I mean, the way they stop me is by bringing me into turmoil, so the way they do that, I'm not sure, but it can be done. They do have 5 acolytes here. They'll probably turn this into a garden. Maybe swap my warrior over here. Who knows? Inverting this one, okay. And I am in a pretty good position. I think if the vagabond did end up attacking my roost here, and maybe this one, it could have slowed me down. But, you know, this is a difficult position to be put in. So let's see what the moles do. They do have 5 cards. I assume they'll try and dig maybe twice in these 2 clearings and take out my roosts. Oh, I'm not sure. Going into here, okay. Let's see if they get some high rolls in battles. They're gonna split. Probably 2 guys here, 2 guys here, or 1 each. I assume. Not bad. Battle me again. Alright. So what do I want to do? What I could do is I could build twice and have 4 points this turn, along with crafting. I mean, I think I am gonna throw that in there and then throw this in there as well. Build this. All right. So I have to move once from this, once from my mouse clearing. I'll move twice. Okay, actually, I need to undo that. If I'm gonna battle here, I'll send 3 guys over. 4. And move 1 back. I need to be careful. Battle here. He does have an ambush, I think. Or maybe not. battle here. Sweet roll for me. Nice. And then I can build twice. And I win next turn. If nobody stops me or puts me into turmoil. So let's see what they can do to stop me. I think the Vagabond, like, I don't know what they can do, but I don't think they can do much. The Lizard Cult, they have 2 Acolytes because I haven't been battling them this whole time. So that's kind of a problem for them. They don't have much opportunity to even battle me very much with 2 Acolytes. The most they can do is probably battle once, or turn one of my guys into their warriors, which isn't going to do much. So it's kind of up to the moles to put me in turmoil. And the way that they're going to be able to do that is by taking out this roost and this roost if they're able to, which is possible, but they're going to have to get pretty lucky with what they can accomplish. He's not hitting the birds. The problem is I get why he's mad, but it's not like the Lizard Cult can really do anything about it because nobody's giving them enough acolytes to do anything. And then the Vagabond, you know, I don't really know what they're doing, but it just takes one ambush, and it's kind of annoying for them to actually play through the game after that, because then they'll have to one unlucky roll and they have to go back into the forest, refresh their items, so they have to be pretty discreet about how they want to play. I mean, this is just a small example of how powerful the birds can be if they get a chance to, you know, not be attacked for a certain amount of time. And the reason why I was even attacking the underground duchy at the very beginning is because I knew that the Lizard Cult wouldn't be able to do much, and I would be able to kind of get an economic boom towards the beginning if nobody was able to stop me. I mean, the Vagabond could have, but you know, it's pretty tough for them to attack me and then get their items damaged. So it was mainly the duchy that I had to worry about. So let's see what they do though. We've got 2 acolytes to do some magic with. They are going to try and keep scoring points. So the moles said they weren't going to attack me. Maybe they will give it a shot. We'll see what they do. Because if they do end up... Oh, I don't think they are. I think they're rage quit. They rage quit. They said nope. Alright. Let's just go ahead and enter that in there. So I do actually have to make sure I don't turmoil, I forgot. So, um, if I don't lag out, there we go. So let's go ahead and move. I think I'm gonna build here. I don't need to rule it. All I just need to do is tie it. And let's go ahead and move one of our dudes down here. In here. Battle. Cool. Nice roll. And now we can build and win the game. Perfect. And I've ended up with all my roosts on the board. So next turn I would have turmoiled, but we don't have to worry about that. Good game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you play a game with the birds. Well, thanks for watching. This will be episode 1, and I will most likely be making some more episodes on how to play um, other factions, win against other factions that you might not have seen before, such as the rats, the badgers, and you know, let's see what else we have. Corvid, the otters, and whatever else is annoying, like the Woodland Alliance. But that'll be it for this episode. Peace out, guys.